Amen, Amakhu. It means, I greet you in the likeness of the one God that dwells within us all. My name is Shekhemt, Ausart, Medunater, which means your children. In every aspect of life, God is manifest. So the omnipresence of God is always with us, is always in front of us. We, created in the likeness of God, supposedly has the highest manifestation of God in the world. Sometimes we forget that. We are here to live in a world and to pay homage to that. The knowledge that we read in books, or more to the point, the knowledge that we live, the experience that we have, that becomes wisdom, leads us down a path where we can come to know all things. And the omnipotent side of us allows us to know that we can be all things. Maybe not in this life, maybe not in any one given life, but we can express all of God's creation, personalities. You can be a teacher, that's an expression of God. You can be a lawyer, you can be a boatsman, you can be a leader, you can be a priest, a priestess, you can be that child, you can be the seamstress, you can be the painter, the artist, the singer. All of these are expressions of God's omnipotence. One of the greatest tragedies that we have in the world is that people make the mistake of equating this human body that they see as their true selfhood. There is a huge difference between your body, between your mind, and your spirit. The divine spark is within all of us. And that divine spirit allows us to be able to walk in this physical body with a knowing that we were created in the likeness of God. And then our minds, which is an outgrowth of the spirit, which is created by the spirit, is the dwelling place, is the house of our personalities. Is that dwelling place that holds our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, the personality that we are. Some of us are cool, calm, collected. Some of us are fiery. Some of us are full of a lot of, let us say, vigor. The differences in those personalities is what makes up for this amazing, amazing, glorious experience on earth with our fellow man. If everybody was just like us, if everyone looked exactly like each and every one of us, we would have a very boring life. We would not want to be in this world. The question would be, what would be the purpose? If every human being was made perfect, then there would be no need to strive for perfection. And the perfection for which we strive is nothing else than coming into the knowing of who we are. And then we have this physical body, these bones, ligaments, tendons, muscles. We have the blood that runs in our vein. We have this amazing thing called a brain. This physical body is what was intended to be the holy temple. It is in this holy temple that God dwells, that the divine mother, Mother, Father, God, this is where they dwell. This is how the divine expresses him, herself, through us. In the Nubian Kemetic culture, it is believed that we are born again and again into lifetimes. There is more than just this one life. How could we come into perfection in only one lifetime? There is so much to learn. There's so many sounds, expression of the divine to experience. How to be a great mother, how to be a great father, how to be a wise teacher, how to be a great elder, how to be a responsible human being within the society of man. How could you learn all of this in one lifetime? So for our ancestors of ancient Nubia and Kemet, the belief that we came again and again to experience this divine earth, to live in it, to interact with our fellow human beings. That capacity to return again and again and again is part of the glory of God manifested on earth. So your mind, your body, and your spirit, and better yet in the order of spirit, mind, and body, are the three components that operate as one. The quest in life is to align these three, the divine spirit within you, directing and guiding all of the human processes in your life, directing your mind and its thoughts, directing your body and all of the amazing functions that the physical body goes through. In ancient of days, the person who became a doctor, meaning one who tended to the physical body, also had to be very versed and had to be very knowledgeable about spiritual matters. He or she invariably was a priest, because they recognize this interconnectedness between spirit, between mind, and between body. As a matter of fact, this has come down today in our daily culture, where in many African American churches they say, well, if something is wrong with you, we need to go and see why you're out of order with God. And if you're out of order with God, then that's the reason why you're either sick, or whether you're going a little crazy, or whether whatever it is that's happening with you. The entire process of understanding what to do with the physical body allows you to align yourself with God. The receptivity and the willingness to follow that inner directive when it is given to you is what makes for a humble human being. Great sages, prophets, holy men and women, that is what the Bible was made of. The Quran, the ancient teachings. As a matter of fact, the great Khalil Gibran, if you read his works, you will find that many of the things that he's saying were not born of the earthly mind, but of the transcendental mind, a mind that was connected to that divine spirit. So for each and every one of us, the whole idea is understanding that where you come from allows you to put your earthly experience in harmony with your God self. It allows you to align yourself and align your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions with your God self.